Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Beyond the Network. I'm Jeanne Duca, Chief Marketing Officer for BCN, and today I couldn't be more thrilled to introduce you to my guest, Steve Gerhardt, the CEO of D&M Enterprise Group. Hey, Steve, welcome to the program.
Good morning, and I'm happy to be on the program. I'm really excited about this.
Well, my first question for you, Steve, is even though I can't believe that there are people who still don't know you or D&M Enterprise Group, I would love for you to take a few minutes just to share with the audience all about the company, what your mission is, what you're focused on now on behalf of your customers.
I really want to go a little step further back. I want to tell you how this all started for me,
Okay,
how it evolved into where D&M today, because right now we're working in our 25th year of being in business.
amazing.
It all started on April 30th, 2001.
Mm-hmm.
My boss at the time, I was working at a company called Viatel, which was Econophone or Desi. We had a name identity crisis. Walked into my office in New Jersey, and I'm like, why is he doing here? He never comes here. And, we've made quota every single month since I've been there because we always crushed it. And he says to me, hey, Steve, we just want to let you know we're shutting down North America. And I said, when? He said, effective immediately. April 30th, 2001.
Oh my
Out of
goodness.
a job. And two kids under the age of 3. I decided right at that moment, literally, it all came together that I started D&M. D&M stands for Danielle and Matthew, named it after my kids.
Excellent.
And that's how D&M started.
That's great. I love that story.
And
I love
so that's
that
how it all
story.
started. So going back to your question what about D&M? So here we are, fast forward almost 25 years now, 25th years that there's 16 of us. Our passion and our mission is all about one thing, all about the customer. It's
Mm-hmm.
never been about us. It never has been. It's all about providing a customer a certain level of service that they don't get anyplace else. I've learned early on in this industry that the support level is not the greatest. It's a utility. But if you can make it an amazing experience for a customer, they're going to stay with you for life. You might get them on here. You might get them to join with you based upon price or some type of technology. But what's going to keep people customers is the experience and the level of service. And for me, that's the most important thing. Making our customers all feel special, giving this white glove concierge type of experience that they can't get anyplace else.
That's amazing. And it's such a great story and the growth of the company that you're at 16 people and other, wonderful industry leaders who are with you on this journey, Vic Pepe, Chris Poole, so many others that, we've had the opportunity to get to know so well as we know you. But one of the words you used, maybe more than once, was passionate. And I've known you for many years, and that's always been the word that's been associated with you from the early days. And so when you talk about that passion, my question for you is I hear what you're saying about what you're passionate about, but how do you keep that passion going? What continues to fuel you to go above and beyond all the time for your customers? What is it that you wake up in the morning and you just have that same energy every day to go ahead and do that on behalf of your customers?
Well, it's there's a lot of things that go into it. One is these customers have chosen D&M to support them and help them. They could have went to the carriers directly. They could have went to the other 15,000 plus agents in this space. They trusted us. And
Mhm.
for me personally, I take that very seriously. And my commitment to our customers is that we'll always put them first. It's all about our customers. If our customer has a problem, I feel like I have a problem. It's kind of like when your children are sick, you feel a little sick. When you feel a little hurt, when our customers have a problem, I feel that same way. And it's my job to make it the best experience possible. And we can do that. And we really strive to do that. And we can do that. The customer will stay with us forever. And
Right.
besides this, our customers staying with us forever. That if they go on to another role someplace else, they're always calling us first. They're always introducing us to other people. Why? Because people don't have the same passion that we have. We care more than our customers care. That's what I tell people all the time. When a customer calls me at 3 o'clock in the morning and they say, I'm sorry, I'm waking you up, I tell them there's no need to apologize to me because you're calling me because we're doing business. If
Right.
we weren't doing business, you wouldn't be calling me, so there's no need to apologize.
Right, right.
So, and they still have the very first customer ever signed up almost 30 years ago in this industry. They're not as big as they used to be, but they're still a customer today. We don't lose customers because we really do care. And I think,
That is an incredible statistic.
yeah, and it's not just me. Everyone who works for D&M has the same passion for all of our customers.
Mhm.
We work
Well,
nights and weekends. We just care. We want our customers to be successful. If they're successful, we're successful.
very true. And I think that's the sign of not only are you a passionate advocate on behalf of your customer, but I've seen in real time you being the same way with your team. And I think that leadership and the ability to infuse that passion that you have to the team that you manage, the team that works with you is really an incredible feat because you almost hire in your own likeness, right? You want when you look for people to join your team, you're really looking, I would imagine, for someone who's capable of that passion. And that's not true of everyone.
It's interesting. A lot of people who work for us never had any telecom experience.
Uh-huh.
And we brought them in. And believe me, we have a lot of seasoned veterans now. And I was just looking at a report last week that the people who have been with D&M 21 years, 20 years, 18
Hmm.
years, 16 years, 13 years, people don't leave here because we're like a family. We kind of look after each other and take care of each other. And the one thing that I find for any business to be successful is that you all have to be rowing in the same direction.
Hmm.
And that what I try to do with all my employees and everyone who works for us is that I try to empower them to make decisions and really learn by when they come into the office and ask, what do you think we should do? And I ask them, what do you think we should do?
Hmm.
Sometimes they're spot on what we should do. And sometimes I would say, hey, this is what I think we should do. But if we empower people to make decisions for our customers, then they learn over a period of time, we're all going in the same direction. It's not one dimensional here. It's a team effort. There's always more than one person who works in every single customer. And that I find ourselves to be very efficient and everyone believes what we're doing. And that's what makes it special.
It's great to hear you say that, and I know that we BCN and D&M Enterprise Group have been working together for a long time, and one of the things that I believe keeps that partnership strong is we are very similar companies and people in terms of the way we approach business, the way we approach customers, and the way we approach our own teams. And I think, we have experienced that same incredible tenure that you're talking about. People come here, they don't leave. And when we ask them, what is it about the company that you love? It really is that family kind of atmosphere. For sometimes that can sound kind of trite and, oh yeah, it's a family atmosphere. But it really is. It's people who care about each other and care about the customer. In our instance, of course, it's caring about the technology advisor, that community that really brings us to the customer. So I love that we have that in common. And I think even though when we go through patches where things might be a little rough here with a service or a particular customer, we work through it together because we believe in each other and we trust that we're going to achieve what we need to achieve working together. Let me transition a little bit to the market today, some challenges with the economy, tariffs, et cetera, a lot of noise in the system for the enterprise type customers that I know D&M works with, that we strive to support you on. What kinds of things are you hearing from the customers in terms of challenges they see or headwinds they feel like they're facing, and how can you really help them kind of cut through what might be today's noise and stay focused on the future of their technology, their infrastructure, what they need to really continue to go forward.
I think the one thing that D&M has done a great job at is to staying relevant and staying current of what's going on in our industry. A lot of times my wife always said to me that music has passed me by because I still listen to the 70s and 80s music, and that I've run across many people in decision-making roles where technology has passed them by and they haven't stayed relevant. So it's our job as their advisor to make them relevant, make them understand what's happening in the space, educate them, bring
Hmm.
them up to speed. The analog world is over. Some people are still stuck in the analog world, and we need to get them to advance to understand what's available.
True.
If you're selling contact center, if you don't know AI, you're in the wrong business. So it's really important to understand that. POTS lines, POTS replacement. I know you guys are big in this whole POTS replacement thing as well.
Yes.
And that a lot of customers still haven't made that change yet. And they're paying $1,000 for a phone line in California. I've seen it myself. And that they can change it all and save themselves a ton of money. The world has changed, and people need to change with it and stay relevant. And if they don't, technology is going to pass them by. And when a new decision maker comes in that they report to, they're going to realize they're stuck in the analog world and they won't have a job forever. So it's
Right.
our job. And I take it upon us and everyone who works here is to educate our customers.
Right.
Relevant. Make them understand what's available to them and understand that there's more options out there than what they have today.
Yes, and to really, I think, what I feel is that organizations like yours and us in support of you, what we're really trying to do is show people the path, right? So educate them and then bring them along and help them understand that while it may feel complex and overwhelming, with the right partnerships, with the right support, there is a way forward. People who can introduce them to the right tools, to the right way to approach a migration, for example, a POTS migration to a POTS replacement migration. Where do you start? How do you even move forward? So sometimes people just need help taking that first step and know that someone's going to be there to guide them all along that journey. And I know that's what you do, and I know that's what we do in support of companies like you.
We're not one dimensional. When we go into an opportunity, we don't bring them one carrier. We don't work for a carrier. What we do is work for the customer. We try to find the best solution and say, hey, these are the people who can support exactly what you're looking for. And here's the reason why. And we could show them exactly what works for them. And they make the decision who they're going to go forward with. Not our job is to educate them and let them know what's available and for them to decide. And then from that point on, it's our job to implement what they want to go forward with. So we project manage it all. And that's part of our secret to our success.
And one of the things I love too is I've been obviously following you and D&M on LinkedIn, and you've really over the last year or so really increased your presence there and the sophistication of the types of things that you're sharing with the audience. And one of the recent ones I saw, and I believe I have been on the other end of the phone when you said, "I'll hold."
Yeah. Listen, first of all, Vic is the one who's taking care of our whole presence on LinkedIn. He's done an amazing job. Our motto here at D&M is our SLA is now, I'll hold.
I'll hold.
And that's how we do business. Because you know what? When people used to work for me, say, oh, I spoke with Verizon, they're going to call me back. No, they're not. You get back on the phone, you call them. And that's 20 years ago. What I've learned all the time is that if you get the right person on the phone and you tell them you're not going anywhere, and you tell them this is the reason why I have 3 phones on my desk, I use speaker, I'll just put you on speaker, I'll hold. I get taken care of right now. And everybody who works for D&M has that same mentality, is that we're now people. I don't plant grass seed, I do sod, because I'm a now guy.
And I'm really, really appreciative that you took the time to do this. I know how busy you are. We've talked about how passionate you are about your customers, and I really, really appreciate it. I know we all do here at BCN. Appreciate your partnership, your trust in us, and your continued commitment to our joint success. So thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you soon.
Sure. Thank you very much. It's been nothing but gracious. This was great.
You're welcome. Now you go ahead and turn that cell phone back on.
Take care. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye, Steve.